Hello, I'm Nancy Harkness, romance author, and this is Writer Unedited number 86, where I sit at my writing desk and just chat about whatever crosses my mind. If you miss previous lives, they are on my YouTube channel, and I will put a link in the comments. Book news, just a reminder. Gail, you've heard this, sorry. Royal Kaleva Raoul will be coming out September 24th, but up until that date and for a few days after, it will be at a special pre-order price of $2.99. Regular price will be $5.99. This is on Kindle. You can pre-order it right now. I donate a portion of my royalties from all the pre-orders and the first week of sales to an animal rescue organization. And this time it is Harmony Dog Rescue, highly recommended by Dr. Darling Daughter. They provide safe homes for dogs whose owners are experiencing medical emergencies, homelessness, or escaping or domestic violence, basically. So Raoul, your purchase of Raoul will be supporting that organization. Woohoo! Saw somebody else here. Gail says, no biggie for me. It's still afternoon. And Dave says, hi. Still, oh yeah, I guess it is still afternoon for you. Well, I'm still glad you could fit me into your schedule. Dave, nice to see you. Stephanie, so happy to see you here. See, evening has its advantages because I get to see Stephanie. Stephanie says, I can't wait to read it. Thank you. Well, Stephanie, you're on my review crew, so you'll be reading it soon. One of the things I was going to mention. Speaking of review crew, I do have a few openings on my review crew right now. And I'm offering it to you guys first because you're faithful listeners. So what's involved with being on my review crew? Reviews are so important to a book's success, to its visibility on Amazon. And what my review crew does is they get the book early, a digital file, for free, and they commit to posting a review on Amazon and Goodreads on the day of release. So in this case, for Raoul, it would be on September 24th. You commit to having a review up. And in return, besides the fact that you get the book early and for free, you, if you want it, may request an autographed copy when I have print copies available. There are a few more details, but that's basically it. So if you'd like to join my review crew, just either DM me or say something in the comments or whatever you want to do. Rating reviews are easy. I have a blog post that tells you how to do it. Whether or not you join my review crew, I hope you'll write a review of any of my books that you've read on Amazon or on Goodreads because, as I said, reviews are very, very important to a book's visibility on Amazon. So stick up those reviews. They don't have to be long, and they should be honest. And thank you in advance for doing that. Also, thank you for any that you have already posted. Much, much appreciated. Okay, so Stephanie says, in real life. Yes, in real life. So if anybody has questions, go ahead and put them in the comments, and I'll answer them as I go along. And Stephanie says, rubs hands together in excitement. Yay, I'm so happy. Gail says, I'm there. Yay. Woo. Stephanie says, love the color of your t-shirt. Oh, thank you. I know, I fell in love with the color. It's a little big, honestly. But I like the color so much I decided I didn't care. And sometimes big is comfy, right? So, but thank you. I like it too. And I think it goes with my hair, or my hair goes with it or something. Stephanie says, mine is already pre-ordered on my Kindle. Stephanie, thank you so, so much. You know how important that is. So, fantastic. So what am I doing now? Oh, well, I'm just waiting for my proofreader to do her thing with Raoul's book because it's on her desk, not mine. And she is madly fixing all my mistakes. By the way, if you're on my review crew, you get the manuscript without the proofreading. So there are sometimes, typos and things. It's not, most of the editing has been done before you get it, but the proofreading has not been done. So just a little warning there. Most people don't mind. I'm also working with my formatter to get Raoul's book ready to send to my review crew because they get the early version. So Stephanie, you'll be getting it soon, I hope. Stephanie says, a good green, not typical. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I really liked it. I agree with you. It's not typical. I don't even know exactly what color you'd call it. It's like toned down lime green, I think, or something. Chartreuse. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you call this green? So the other thing I should be doing, but I am not, because evidently my muse decided to take a short vacation, is I should be writing my novella When the Duke Gets Married, or some title like that, which will be Gabrielle and Quinn's wedding from their point of view, and maybe Louisa's point of view will sneak in there, maybe even Mikkel's, you never know. But one thing I did do, because I decided I better, was I reread How to Plan a Royal Wedding, which is the novella that comes after Royal Kaleva Gabrielle, and talks about the wedding planning, basically, that goes on. So they finally get married in Raoul's book, and that's why the next novella will come after Raoul's book. But interesting thing, this is what happens when authors don't pay attention to what's going on in their series and they go back and reread things. So I discovered a little continuity error when I reread this. It's not a big one, and it will be fine. But I was laughing as I read this one. So in this book, and by the way, this is free to my newsletter subscribers and exclusively to my newsletter subscribers. But in How to Plan a Royal Wedding, Gabrielle suggests that they honeymoon on the king's yacht and, sail around wherever they decide to go on the king's yacht, mostly for privacy. Now, they don't make a firm decision to do that, but they do spend some time on the king's yacht, if you happen to remember that scene. It's fun times on the king's yacht. Anyway, in Raoul's book, they do not go on a honeymoon on the king's yacht. And I was like, oh, oops. But it's fine. Number one, I dreamed up a very good reason why they don't go on the honeymoon on the king's yacht. But this is the kind of thing that trips you up in series and that you really have to pay attention to. And yeah, I wasn't paying attention, obviously. But it's okay. It's okay. I can fix it. It wasn't a firm thing. Let's see. Denise Gilbert. Hello. How are you, Denise? So nice to have you here. Stephanie, all told, how many people work on the book with you? Well, okay. There's my review crew. What am I talking about? My critique group, I should say. There's my critique group. They see the book first, and there are 3 of them. Then for this book, I had a cold reader because I want some, and I did this for Louisa's book too. I wanted someone to read it who had never read any of the Royal Kaleva books, to make sure that since Kaleva is a fictional country and I have to sort of rebuild it in every book, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any information that a new reader coming into the series in Raoul's book would need about Kaleva. So I had a cold reader to look at just that. That was her sole purpose. So then I have my developmental editor who does the big stuff, the character arc, make sure there are no plot holes, just make sure the book is good, essentially. Then I have my copy editor who looks for, words used too often, bad grammar, mispunctuated sentences, continuity errors, changing characters' eye color as the book goes through, italicizing the right words and not italicizing the ones that shouldn't be italicized, all that kind of stuff. Just, very detailed, picky stuff that requires thinking about too. So that's my copy editor. And then I have my proofreader who has the book right now, who's looking for the, missing words, misspelled words, typos, all that kind of stuff. The last little finishing touches. So that's 4 editors, I guess you would call them, 4 editors that it goes through. And then there's my review crew, who I consider working on the book because, you guys, Stephanie, often catch mistakes. That even my copy editor, my proofreader haven't caught, or else I've put them in after my copy editor got done. You never know, because sometimes I change things after the book's been edited, and I manage to get mistakes into it. So, how many people is that? 3, 7. Oh, and I guess you could call my cover designer someone who works on the book, right? So she would be 8, plus my review crew, which is about 40 people. So 48 people, a lot. It takes a village, right? If you read my acknowledgments, you can find that out. Stephanie said, I recently reread the novella. Oh, so you would know that I made a continuity error when you read Raoul. Anyway, Gail, you didn't say that being on the review crew meant we would have to do math. Yeah, luckily only I had to do math, which is a scary thing because math is definitely not my strong point. Stephanie, LOL, yes. So, good question though, Stephanie. As I said, it takes, well, okay, and then I guess in a way I have a marketing consultant who helps me with marketing, obviously. So I guess she sort of helps me with the book. She's not actually directly involved with the book itself, though, with the actual writing, editing part of it. She just helps me get the word out, I guess you would say. So I thought I would share, because I picked them up today, I'm very excited, my new glasses with you guys. So obviously glasses are very important to a writer because you have to be able to see, and staring at a computer screen means that I'm very careful to make sure my eyes stay in good health, and that I get them checked every year to see if the prescription has changed, and then buy new glasses. Mostly the prescription doesn't change that much, but I just like to get new frames because I wear my glasses 24/7, except when I'm sleeping. I don't wear contacts. Used to, but my eyes now reject them, sadly. So these glasses are actually my computer glasses, and those are what you usually see me in because the screen here is at a distance where computer glasses work the best. But these are not the ones that I wear all the time. These live by my computer. So I'm going to show you. These are my old glasses. So Denise says, the only series I read was the CEO football player writer one. So is this series taken place when? Royal Kaleva. Royal Kaleva is contemporary, even though there are dukes and kings in it. So it takes place right now. And it's my newest series, Denise. It's the one that I'm writing and releasing right now. So Royal Kaleva Gabrielle is the first novel. Then comes the free novella for my newsletter subscribers, How to Plan a Royal Wedding. Then it's Royal Kaleva Luis, which is about the king. And now we have Royal Kaleva Raoul coming out in September. And that's the prince. Stephanie says, ooh, Denise, you were in for a treat. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. And Denise, I have lots more books. If you go to my website, nancyharkness.com, and click on the menu that says all Nancy's books, you'll see there are multiple series there and a few standalones. So check it out. Okay, so back to my glasses. So these are my old glasses. These are the ones I've been wearing up till now. I decided that they're a little too big for my face, so I want smaller ones. So these are my new everyday glasses. One thing, I don't like dark frames because I can see them in my peripheral vision. And, but these have dark, what are these called? Arms, which I thought was kind of fun. And you can't really see on the screen, but the frames have a slightly pinkish tint, which I like. So these are my new everyday glasses. And then I'm very excited because, as you all may or may not know, Dr. Darling Daughter is getting married this fall. And I decided that in honor of the occasion, because I've actually always wanted these, I was going to buy dressy glasses. So these are my dressy glasses. Can you see on the side, it's silver and it has some little sparkles right in there. I don't know if you can see the sparkles. But these are my dress-up glasses, and I think it's nice to have dress-up glasses. So the earrings that I'm going to wear are these, which I think go very nicely with my dress-up glasses. They're Art Deco because the venue where Dr. Darling Daughter is getting married is very Art Deco. Can you see them? I may even put a clip in my hair because I have a sparkly dress to wear, so I wanted sort of fun glasses. What do you think? Like these? I like them. I'm very happy. They're also very comfy. Very light. Okay, so back to my computer glasses. Let me see. Stephanie says, you have choices. Yes, you do, Denise. Many choices. Denise says, you're my favorite writer. Oh, thank you, Denise. You have no idea how happy that makes you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stephanie says, oh, those are cool. I'm thinking about getting new glasses later in the fall. I'm glad you like them. Were these the ones you said were cool? Yeah, I really like these. And again, very comfortable. Gail says, very nice, and you can see the tint on them. And the dressy ones are gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm very, very, here, I'm going to hold these up close so you can see this side better. Can you see the little sparklies here? I'm trying to get it so you can see. Yeah, you can sort of see the sparkles. And I like the fact that they don't have rims. So, you know, my face is sort of, it's almost like not wearing glasses. Almost. Not quite. The good thing is I can see because I'm blind without them. All right, back to the computer glasses. Stephanie says, oh, those are nice too. Thank you. Deco, yes. Yeah, my earrings. I really like these earrings. Aren't they fun? Really fun. Stephanie says, what color is the dress again? It's a dark navy blue with sparkles. Navy blue sparkles. They're not sequins. They're, you know, they're not all over it. They're sort of sprinkled. And Dr. Darling Daughter is the one who encouraged me to go with sparkly because I was going to do something a little more subdued. And she's like, no, I like the sparkly one and you like sparkles. So go with that one. Yay. Stephanie said even the side is sort of deco-ish. Right? It is, right? Just a little bit. I thought so too. And I like Art Deco, so. Yeah, it was funny. I was in the eye doctor, the glasses part of the eye doctor, poking around looking for, you know, the everyday ones, these. And all of a sudden I look in this case. They had a special case that had, you know, sort of unusual glasses, and these were there. And I was like, okay, I need those. These are the first ones I picked out. The everyday ones I looked at a bunch, but I was like, nope, I know I want those. So nice. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, it's going to be fun to get it all put together. I will be wearing flats because I always wear flats these days, but they're very pretty flats. They have some sparkles on them too. Not all over them, but, and I decided no necklace because I think the long dangly earrings are enough. And Dr. Darling Daughter concurred with that. Okay, so what else was I going to tell you? Yes, the sale books. Royal Caleva Gabrielle is on sale in audio until August 11th, I think, for a mere, let's see what it is, $15, which is 50% off. So you can listen to Gabrielle. The Money Man, which is the first book in the consultant series. Denise, you're going to see some of my other books here for you. The Money Man is on sale. These are all on sale on Kindle for $2.49 until the end of the month. Second to None, which is the kickoff novella for the Second Glances series, and is only in digital, which is why I have this weird format for it, is on sale for 99 cents. It's a novella, so a little shorter. I tend to write long novellas, though. And then all three of my Whisper Horse books, which are set in a small town in West Virginia, because I grew up in a small town in West Virginia, are on sale this month. So oops, that's the last one. Sorry, I'm in reverse order here. Take Me Home, book number 1, is $2.49. Country Roads, which is book number 2, is on sale for $2.49. And The Place I Belong, which is the 3rd book in the series and won the most awards of any book I've ever written, is on sale for $1.99. So they get cheaper as you go along. That's good, right? And that's it. That's all I got. Any other questions? Let me see if I see any other questions. Nope. Does anybody have questions? I'll give you a second because I know it sometimes takes Facebook a while to put things up. And I'll just show you the beautiful bookmarks again. The beautiful Raoul bookmark. Isn't he gorgeous? I love the bookmarks. And that's the back. He's on the back too. And then the other 2 books. Okay, I don't see any more questions. It was, oh, here's one. Stephanie says, I'm just happy I was able to. I'm so happy too, Stephanie. And of course, you asked wonderful questions. Really appreciate that. It's funny, you asking about how many people are involved with the book, because I've never actually added that up before, but it's quite a number of people. I've always known that, and my acknowledgments tend to go on. And of course, so I should add 2 more people to that because of Raoul's book. I do consult with people who are, who have knowledge that I don't about topics that are in the book. So in this case, I consulted with an old college buddy who is a rock climber because Raoul goes rock climbing. And I consulted with my cousin Tony about flying a helicopter because Erica flies a helicopter and I don't know anything about flying helicopters, and my cousin Tony flew helicopters in the Army Reserve. I may have gotten that wrong. Blackhawks. I think that's Army, right? So he was very helpful with that and made sure I didn't totally screw things up. So it also takes those people with their input, so that we just added more. So that's 3, 4, 5, and 4 is 9, 10. 10 like directly involved, and then my review crew who also catch problems. So lots of people. And then there's me. I'm number 11, I guess. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And I will see you next week, hopefully at 2 p.m. this time. Love you guys.